What's going on, everybody? Jezza here, and today I have a story for you that is kind of motivating to me as well as to you guys, so I figured I would share it for you. So, and some of you might have heard this story, but in any case, you might want to hear it again. So, here we go. So there was a young man who he wanted to make a lot of money. So he went to this guru who was making a lot of money and knew how to make a lot of money, and he said, teach me how to make money. So the guru said, if you want to make money, meet me at the beach at 4 a.m. in the morning. So the young man, a little confused, got all ready to go. He meets him at the beach at 4 a.m. in a suit, ready to go, because he thinks, making money, business, suits, it kind of makes sense. So he realized quickly that he should have actually worn shorts. So the guru says, alright, follow me out into the water. So he follows him out into the water, and he goes about waist deep. And the young man's thinking, wow, this guy's crazy. He's making money, but he's crazy. So he keeps going out a little further, and he gets to about shoulder height. And he's thinking in his head, I'm about to go back in because I didn't ask to be a lifeguard, I asked to make money. And so he starts to make his way back to shore, and the guru says, where do you think you're going? Don't you want to make money? Don't you want to be successful? And the young man says, I do, but this is crazy. This is not what I asked for. So the guru says, just a little further. So the young man says, all right, just a little further. He comes out a little further, and the guru takes him by the head and dips him underwater and holds him there. And the young man is, kicking, trying to get his way back up and get a fresh breath of air. And just about as he's about to pass out, the guru raises him up and he asks him a question. He says, how bad did you want to breathe right there? And the young man says, it's all I wanted to do. And the guru said to him, that's how bad you have to want success. You have to want it so bad that you want it more than breathing, more than something that's so second nature to us, more than something that you need. Does that make sense? The moral of that story is just that if you want to be successful, you cannot give up, no matter what. You have to want it more than anything else in the world. And that's a lot to say, because, things can get really difficult really quickly. And at that point in time, you're thinking to yourself, do I really want it this bad? Do I want it bad enough that I have to go through all this pain and hurt just to get success? And I'm here to tell you today that you do have to want it that bad. Our society tells us sometimes that when we fail, when we, go through hardships, when things get tough, it's just so much easier to give up, and that's what we should do. When we reach an end point in our life, when we think things are not going to go any further, when we think we've reached the end of the path, that's when we should give up, and that things will get easier. And yes, they will temporarily get easier when you give up, because the easy way out is just to give up, but that's not going to last. Pain is temporary, but if that is true, which I believe it is, then it's always going to be replaced by something better. And I believe that if you don't give up, you will see that change happen. You will see that pain is temporary, and it may last for a minute, an hour, a day, a week, a month, a year. But if you don't give up, that's when you'll see change happen. When things are at the toughest point, when you don't think you can go any farther, is when change is about to happen. But when things get hard, that's when we change. We think, well, it would just be easier to give up right now, right? We let society, we let people around us, we let our own mind control our dreams, our future, what we really, really deeply want in life. We change. You change. You stop being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you that you're no good. And when things get hard, we start looking around for someone or something to blame. Let me tell you something that probably a lot of people have already experienced, but sometimes we all need to be reminded. Life is hard, and it's probably going to be the toughest opponent that you'll ever face, no matter what occupation or job or lifestyle you live. It will probably be the toughest opponent you ever face. But it's not about how hard you can hit back at life, but more about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. All the failure and the pain that you can take and still keep moving forward because you know that you're on the right path and that you're doing what you want to do. Don't let the people around you tell you, dictate you about what you want to do, because you're the only one that actually knows what you want to do. Life has given you talents, abilities, things that are special to you, and only you can fulfill these talents and abilities and skills and things that are special to you. You make this world the unique place that it is, and without you, this world would be a completely different place. And I know that's like a lot to say and probably kind of confusing, and you feel like that's not entirely true, but I promise you that it is. That's why this world, there's no single person out there like you, because only you can do the things that you can do. You are special. That's it. You're special. And I want you guys to realize that today, that no matter what you go through in life, no matter what you face, no matter what trials you go through, no matter what failures you feel like you've had in life, no matter how many times you feel like you've reached the end of your path, you shouldn't give up, because you're special. And I bet you today, there's a lot of you out there who feel like today might be the day that you do want to give up. Today might be the day that you feel like you want to give it all up. And you can insinuate what that means. But today is not that day. No day should ever be that day where you have to feel like you should give it up. But today especially should not be that day. Do you see that? Do you see that background right there? It says conquer. Today is going to be your day that you conquer. Today is going to be the day where things get better. Because when you feel like it's the end and that you want to give up so bad that you feel like you can't hold on any longer, is when things start to turn around. I promise you that. And I know it feels like empty words to just say that, but like, trust me, I've reached that path, the end of that path, thousands of times in my life, always to see it turn around right then and there. And it just takes experiencing that to understand it. And once you do experience it, you become so much stronger, and you're able to tell people the things that you've experienced. You're able to tell them the things that I'm telling you right now. And that is a special thing, because somebody will thank you for that one day. And I'm not saying that you have to just go through trials so that you can tell people that you went through them. That's not the point. But it makes you stronger as a person just for yourself. And then the next time you go through a trial, you can look back on it and say, wow, if I was able to do that, I can do this. So don't give up today is the moral of the story. Success comes with a lot of trial, and sometimes failures get in the way of that. But to me, failures are a stepping stone to that success. So don't give up. You're special. You're unique, and only you have the talents and abilities that you have. So fulfill those today, because you never know what could happen if you give up. Pain is temporary. It may last a minute, an hour, a day, a month, a year, even more sometimes. But I promise you that if you don't give up, it will be replaced by something better. If you do give up, however, that pain will last forever. So don't give up. Keep going, and you will see success come. I promise. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Stay awesome today and fulfill those awesome dreams you have. I'll see you next time. Jezza, out.